The brands winning right now, they're not waiting weeks on creative teams. They generate campaigns in minutes and test 10 times faster than their competition. Imagine you could move like that, getting high quality ad visuals and a copy to match almost instantly using AI you control. In this video, I'll walk you through building that exact system using automation software and OpenAI's brand new GPT-Image-1 model. By the end, you'll have a marketing machine that cooks up winning ad creatives or social posts on demand. You see, if you're running a brand, you need fresh campaigns, fast, before the trend dies out. But instead, you're stuck, chasing down product photos, juggling copywriters, burning money. That's broken. So, I built a product marketing agent with n8n. It's basically a creative cheat code for brands that don't want to waste any time or budget. Alright, let me show you how the agent works using Coca-Cola as an example for this demo. You give it one simple command, like create a clean ad creative with our Coke Zero Lemon. The agent pulls your product data and looks at your best performing campaigns. So it learns your brand style and tone of voice on what has actually worked for you before. After that, the agent generates eye-catching product images with matching copy built around your winners. Here's the best part about this agent. You're always in control. If the first result isn't quite right, just give the agent some feedback like make it more exciting, and it will generate a new version until you're happy with the result. If so, let the agent know, which prompts it to respond with a final message telling us that the ad creative was saved in the campaign drafts, which you can see right here. We got the caption, our image, and the prompt that was used to generate it. And here's the biggest advantage of using such an agent. You can instantly respond to new trends taking off on social media, not after it's already peaked. Alright, now let me show you how I've set this agent up. But before getting into details, to help you get this up and running in no time, I've put together a Google Drive with a detailed setup documentation and the JSON of the product marketing agent, which you can download and import into your own workflow. Just look for the link down in the description where you can access everything you need. Okay, now let's jump into the first node. So this Telegram trigger is what starts our marketing agent, and it's really easy to set up. Simply download Telegram and click this link in the documentation to open up Botfather, which allows you to manage and create new bots. Then write -new bot. After you're done naming your bot, you can access it through this link. And if you want to connect it with n8n, you'll have to copy this API key. Click on your Telegram trigger and create a new credential. Then paste the API key under the access token and hit save. Now this trigger can receive any message you send through your Telegram bot. Then, whichever command we send through our Telegram bot, it hits this big block right here, our AI agent. Its task is to write the copy for our campaign, with a matching prompt to generate the visuals with GPT-Image-1. For this demo, I set up the agent system prompt for Coca-Cola, but you'll need to adapt it for your brand. Just copy the entire system prompt, paste it into ChatGPT and ask it to rewrite the prompt specifically for your business. Make sure to tell ChatGPT your brand name, your brand description, and your brand voice in keywords. Giving ChatGPT these details will help it tailor the agent perfectly for you. But here comes the crucial part of this operation. The agent has access to our marketing database, which are a couple of simple Google Sheets for this demo. And before the agent writes the copy or the prompt, it reads our product catalog, so it knows exactly which product we've mentioned in our command. Here, in the product description, the agent gets additional context of our product. And it will fetch its image since we need it later as a reference to generate the campaign visuals. Also, you're not limited to just generating one image. You could have a database with hundreds of products and have the agent create ad creatives for each one. And one really important tip for the image generation. The AI needs to know the exact text you have on your product packaging. However, it often struggles to accurately reproduce lots of small text or highly intricate details on packaging. So keep that in mind. Products with simpler, clear branding tend to work best for getting clean visuals with GPT-Image-1. Additionally, the agent views our top ads, so it learns and understands our brand's voice. And I've also included the visual style profile of the top performing ads in JSON, so the agent gets an even better understanding of what has worked before. You can generate these visual style profiles by uploading your favorite ad creatives to ChatGPT and asking it to analyze the images and generate a JSON description of their style. This is really helpful for ensuring that the AI generated images are truly authentic to your brand. For the LLM, I chose Google Gemini 2.5, mainly to save on API costs, but GPT 4.0 will do just fine. I also hooked up a simple memory node and an output parser to process the agent's response in the next node, which is a set fields node to organize and extract the output of our agent. We get the prompt and the ID of our reference image, and here we set the quality and the size for the image generation, and the copy for our campaign. I've prompted the agent to always start with medium quality to save costs, since OpenAI charges up to 25 cents per high quality image, while a medium image only costs 4 cents. And I don't even want to mention the low quality setting because it's horrendous. But with the medium quality setting, you can brainstorm a couple of ideas until you get an image you like, and then ask it to generate a higher quality version. Okay, next in line we have a switch node, which checks if there is an image ID for our reference image. If not, it will bypass the image generation process, which will make more sense later when I go over the revision part of this agent. Okay, now we can download the reference image in this Google Drive node by using the file ID that was extracted from our product catalog. After downloading the reference image, we now have everything we need to generate the campaign visual in our workflow. For that, I've set up an HTTP request node that sends our product reference image with a prompt to GPT-Image-1, generating our campaign's visual. Don't worry, it looks more complicated than it is, and I'll show you how I've configured it. First up, the method needs to be set to post. Next, the URL. That's the specific address at OpenAI for image generation. But we are using the edits endpoint, not the generation endpoint, because we're providing a reference image for the image generation. For authentication, you'll choose generic credential type. Then under the generic auth type, select header auth. For your new credential, set the name to authorization. And the value has to be spelled like this. You type bearer, then you hit the space key and paste in your API key, which you can get at platform.openai.com if you've never set one up before. Now, make sure the send body is toggled on. And the content type needs to be from data. This is key because we're sending not just text, but also our product reference file. Now for the body parameters. First, we need a parameter named model. The value here tells OpenAI which model to use. As mentioned, we're using GPT-Image-1 for this setup. Next, add a parameter named prompt. For the value, we choose this expression, which pulls the prompt that our AI agent from before generated. Then, and this is critical for using our reference image, add a parameter with the type set to n8n binary data and name this parameter image. The input data field name should be data. This tells the node to grab the actual image file data we downloaded earlier from Google Drive. This end parameter tells OpenAI how many images we want to create. We'll set it to 1, but you can always choose more or set it dynamically. Here we have the size parameter. The AI agent from before will set this value to be square if we do not request a horizontal or vertical image. And finally, we have a quality parameter, which will be either medium or high. But you could also make it a fixed value by typing in high, for example, if you always wanted to generate high quality visuals. After GPT is done generating our visual, we need a code node to convert the image data we get from our HTTP node into an image file we can actually upload to our drive. And with this send photo node, the image gets sent to our Telegram bot. Then we have a simple merge node to combine our data, followed by a send and wait Telegram trigger. This is where the revision part of our automation happens. And it's a crucial step to ensure that we get the best quality output from our AI agent. And with our feedback, we can guide the agent to perfect the result. After we send our feedback, it gets analyzed in this text classifier node. I've hooked it up with a faster and smaller LLM, the Gemini 2.0 Flash model. And its task is to check if our feedback from the revision message is positive or negative. If our response is positive, it will save the image and copy in our campaign drafts sheet with a final completion message. But if you mention any wishes to change the visual or copy, it will send it to the second AI agent node of our workflow. The revision agent's job is to rework the prompt or copy whichever we want optimized based on our feedback. The refined output then gets passed into the same set fields and switch node from before. Now, if you didn't mention to make any changes to your visual in the revision message from before, it will now bypass this route above, since the switch node needs an image ID, which it doesn't get from the revision agent. You see, the agent only provides a file ID if you request it to make any visual changes, or if you want to generate a high quality image. Now, this loop continues until you're satisfied with your result and your feedback comes back as approved. And there you have it, your own AI product marketing agent, set up and ready to start pumping out campaign assets faster than anything you have seen before. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps as I'm just getting started here. Let me know in the comments if any questions come up. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.